a win, 2 for second, 1 for third. The team manager of the squad. Currently have a lot here, 23. And the world champion, of course, in 1992. Very, very good rider, and this could be the time when Gary, as team captain, leads the English riders to their first win since that Bradford success back in 1989. Remember, Gary was the first British world individual world champion for 12 years when he took the title just a few weeks ago. First man since Michael Lee, the winner in 1980. And Gary was only the third rider ever to win the title in his debut at the World Championship. Well, 5 minutes or so after clinching that success, Gary was appointed the team captain for this England squad. One of the things he did almost immediately was to pay special tribute to the engine tuner, Sheffield rider Neil Evans, the Australian who brilliantly helped Gary tune his bike for the world final. And of course he's been breathing on him for this meeting. So, Gate 1, Jimmy Nielsen from Sweden. Gate 2, Gary Havelock. Gate 3, Greg Hancock from the United States. Gate 4, Gert Handberg from Denmark. There's Gary Havelock, 23 years of age. All eyes on the gate, away they go. Good start for Havelock on the inside. And he gates well, but going better still in red, Greg Hancock, the American. So it's Hancock, the American, leading from Gary Havelock for England. And struggling at the back, Gert Handberg, the 23-year-old Dane. So it's America from England, from Sweden, and of course Sweden, a country that has a very long and powerful and proud speedway tradition. The Americans, the new kids on the block as far as speedway is concerned, or well, they were there at the start of the sport, so maybe that's a wild exaggeration. But in recent years they have become a very, very strong speedway nation. 1 lap to go, and it looks as if this is going to turn into a bit of a processional job. It's going to be a fairly convincing and easy win for Greg Hancock in red. Gary Havelock taking second place. Jimmy Nielsen is third, and a disappointing fourth place for Gert Handberg. So the Americans kick off with 3 points. 2 points for Britain, 1 point for Sweden, nothing for Denmark in the first of 20 heats of action. And John Scott is the team manager for the Americans. And back into the pits, Greg Hancock just going in. And number 18 we just saw, that was Kelvin Tatum. Sam Ermolenko just congratulating Greg Hancock on a win. Chance to see the race again. Good gate from Gary Havelock. Javi just storming through. Gets onto the white line, but lots of drive round the first bend for the American. I'll see it again ahead on view. And Havelock has got the power on nice and early, but look at the American, number 4, red helmet, just going a quick route round the outside, and sadly after that, Gary Havelock not able to do anything. So heat 2 coming up now then, in a 20 heat competition. In red, Billy Hamill for the United States. In blue, Mark Loram for Great Britain. In white, Hans Nielsen for Denmark. And yellow, Henrik Gustafsson. Well, Mark Loram, just 21 years of age, originally born actually in Malta, but now living in the Ipswich area, rides for Kings Lynn in the British League. And strong grass tracking background. Just 21 years of age. He's had an eventful time in the last few weeks. Rode in the under 21 championship with Joe Screen and finished an excellent second, and then finished fourth in the long track world title. So Mark Loram in blue, very much a man on form. Billy Hamill obviously trying to keep up the success that his fellow countryman Greg Hancock started with that excellent win in the opening heat. After 16 heats, they will in fact start to put the top 4 point scorers, the top point scorer from each team together, the second top point scorer, and then so on. So we've got 4 heats where we don't know who's actually going to be taking part, but that will be deciding exactly what's going to be the outcome of this team competition. And the holders Denmark in trouble, of course. 0 points after the opening heat. Britain last winning in 1989, and Sweden not having won since 1970. So Nielsen, what can you say about this man? 32 years of age, a superstar of Speedway, and the charge is on. And Mark Loram back in third place, but looking for the inside line, and moves through. Or does he? The second spot. Real elbow to elbow job with Gustafsson, and he's through. And the leader gets all locked up, and Mark Loram goes storming through. Well, that was superb. Billy Hamill, the American, in red, got locked up, and he got locked up again then, and he's having a real tough time. And suddenly the initial race leader, who got the bike totally locked up, he was heading out towards the safety fence and had to try and sort it all out. And suddenly Mark Loram and the championship thrown wide open once again after just 2 heats. The Americans, who won heat 1, are going to trail home in last place in heat 2, and suddenly the English look very good indeed. So that was a splendid performance from Mark Loram. And no points for the Americans. So that takes just storming through to the front, making a very good start. Mark Loram in trouble a little bit at this point, but when we see him lock up, well, there's the American, Billy Hamill. And there we go. Well, it's a wheelie. The front wheel just comes out, and that's what caused the problem. He wasn't locking up at all. In blue, Swedes in white.